Guys, step back up. Okay. Can you see the book? Yes. Alright, cool. I can't see comments, so, if you want to leave them, I'm going to watch this again. And I just let a huge spoiler in the last live that I just posted. You're welcome to go look at it, but it will ruin both this book and, and mine. So, which there's so much that happens in both of these books, like all of our books, that, it's not really going to matter, but it's like the biggest, like, heartbreaking. Yeah. Alright, let's get started. Okay. There's a thing that authors and writers do that I, as an editor, find fucking delicious. I can usually tell, I say usually, every single book I've ever worked on, I have been able to tell exactly where the point of motivation was to start writing. Like, when you have a story idea, and you want to write a story, it's going to be about this, this, and this. This is a great story, and you jot down the very first piece of it. The very first piece of it is typically never the beginning. Now for me, all of my books, the very first piece that I ever wrote ended up being the prologue for said books. My first 3 at least. Now, for slightly better. There. My eyes look so fucking weird. I look Anyway, I put those as my prologue. Except for in Oblivion. Oblivion is the ending. The very ending of Oblivion is the prologue. And I love that. Originally, it was going to be his epilogue, but we're going to do that for probably Ascension. Just because he dies in Ascension. Oh yeah, that's not a spoiler. That's like my hook line for my books. Yeah, so I tell everybody. Oh yeah, it's about this awesome vampire emperor, and he dies initially it was he dies on the first page of the first book. And there's like 10 books, and everyone's like, what? How? What do you mean? It doesn't make any sense. And the means of which Solomon has to be resurrected kills the fucking bloodline. Kills the incarnation system. So Solomon is the 13th emperor, is the last of the emperors. And alright, so, and the reason that this is so important, why I tell you about like authors writing like that. When I first started working on Monica's book, as you can see, tons of edits have to be made again, and this was already so heavily edited when we first started on it, when she first brought it to me, because what had happened is she had written this beautiful, immaculate piece that was just so, something in my spirit woke back up, like I just sat up, drop an album, hang another plaque up type shit. Like, it was definitely like Tulips and Roses type vibe, like absolute just masterpiece of artwork. And some fucking talentless, shitty cunt of a human being. Yeah, and I'm not gonna censor that in any capacity for anybody ever. Never, never, ever, ever, never. If I could take the first printed copy of this book and shove it down that bitch's throat, I would. but I can't because Monica won't let me. I was so ready to catch a charge. I was so ready to catch an assault charge because this bitch really had my Sunflower, the woman who wrote this book, she really had her thinking that she wasn't shit. And I hope I can catch her down a dark alley one fucking day. Because if I do, she thinks she looks jank now, she really gonna be fucked up when I'm done with her. And I'll smile in that mugshot. Don't play with me. When it comes to artistry and when it comes to writing, like, if you can't have an appreciation for this shit, what are you doing? Like, who are you? No one wants you here. Okay? Hit the reset button. It's like, you don't even need to be trying to fuck with it. Like, you just had, there's no place for your fucking commentary. Okay? This shit, when people write, when people who actually, and even the ones that aren't gifted and they work at it and they put their fucking heart and soul in it, they're literally putting pieces of their soul into the fucking pages, and it's a thing. It's a real thing. Okay? And it's important. And I can't see who just came on, but stick around if you want. I'm going to post it later. You can watch it. I don't care. It's up to you. I'm just having a fit right now. I should let me see who is... Nobody. It doesn't say anybody. It says someone's watching. It doesn't say who it is. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Point being, if you cannot have appreciation for the arts, then why are you even breathing oxygen? Seriously. I understand the premise of artists in all forms being driven to madness by their aptitudes. It literally drives people insane to work on art. And when you have a talent and you're gifted and you have that, you are morally obligated to put it out into the world so that people who don't have shit for talent, like the jank ass fucking cunt bitch who wanted to fucking tear Monica's goddamn book idea apart. Well, go potty, Vivi. You know, give me just a second, I'll go with you. People like that, that's who we're writing it for. If you're talentless, you need to be thankful that artists are putting their heart and souls into work that they make and into this stuff. You really need to be thankful for it, because if you're not, you wouldn't have any content to enjoy, period. And if you don't enjoy artwork and content in any capacity, like if you have the audacity to listen to music and then turn around and tear apart an author, you need your shit kicked in. Seriously. So, I'm going to take my kid to the bathroom and get them a snack and feed them. And I'm going to take a little hiatus. And hopefully people will come on and whatever. And when I come back, I'm going to read y'all Monica's passion piece. And that's what I'm going to call it, her passion piece. Because that bitch fucking ripped her idea apart, broke her heart over it, and just reamed her for it. And when she did that, Monica went back. And that's the only reason there are 4 preceding chapters, when they weren't needed. None of this was necessary for this book. I'm going to go do the thing with my kids. I'll be right back.